Oliphant for today's clash will be Boreham Wood. And the game gets us underway. Ball launched over to the left wing. Couldn't be. Sorry, no, James Clark isn't the only change. My apologies, Leon Allende is. And Nicholson, who was actually the player who gave us that long throw just a couple of seconds ago, gets back to the back line. A well-represented amount of fans. As Gateshead passes back to the goalkeeper, Desbois, nice and calm into the centre midfield. Now it's Gateshead's opportunity to try and build up from the back. Desbois very far of his goal, almost lost the ball to Abdelmalek. James Clark chasing. So around the 14th minute, we get our first goal. Nice searching ball to find James Clark, who lofts it into the area, but it's nicely taken by Adam Desbois. As the Desbois gets a nice countdown from the referee. I've never heard one so loud to be. Nicholson brings it back to Desbois. Rush trying to, I won't use the pun. Rush trying to approach the keeper with wrong foot in the goalkeeper, who launches it all the way up, and a little bit of a nice take down there, and offered back to the goalkeeper by Kenton Richardson. That one touch in this game, and it was to take it off the toes of Allende. Strong head in front of him enough, so he offloads it. Abdelmalek, can he get that shot off with the right foot? He does. Desbois spills it. Allende tries to get it onto his right. 91 points. I mentioned York City. That loss to Boreham Wood probably more damaging for them. He's rushing into the area, plenty of support. But again, every ball from that referee very clearly sticking to the 6-second rule that goalkeepers have to abide by. Bush launches it forward. Abdelmalek can put the pressure on. Nice and composed by Adam Desbois, who sends it high in the sky. Draws about 7 times. However, on the last run-in, which I said earlier was in November, Gateshead, Ilasamni, both of the attacking Boreham Wood players, I feel, were offside. I definitely looked at it from our perspective. Couldn't connect with Brunt again. And Gateshead, sorry, now have to try and figure it all out again. Goals. A good striker needs to have an awareness that sometimes the best thing they can do in a game is occupy defenders so they can run off them. Midfielders can run away from them and run off them. It happened today. I'm sure he'll be slightly disappointed with the fact that he hasn't had more of a touch of the ball in the box. Is there a penalty shout? There's a claim, but there's no whistle, and there's no VAR, of course, at this level. It was a nice little clever idea, but way far quicker than they were hoping to, I imagine. They probably weren't hoping to get us back underway at all, actually. Desbois launches it forward. Straight, which doesn't seem to have anybody on at the moment, as Richardson tries to find his goalkeeper with a back pass. Abdelmalek putting the pressure on. See a skate park to run into here. The Gateshead defenders can't really deal with either of the wingers to attack into, and he's taken full advantage of that today. Allende is realistically been involved. John, lovely ball there by Brunt, just over hit actually in the end. It was a good eye of the needle pass. So Allende, now he hasn't got much support. Can he do it himself? Oh, he hits the crossbar. He doesn't need anybody else. A number of years will know that. One of the hardest leagues in world football to get out of. Oh, Allende almost nipping it away. Played for Gateshead a number of years ago. Actually won the National League with Barrow in a month. Couldn't quite find the pass, and the ball almost. Richardson with a nice ball down. That was Gateshead's most direct open play opportunity. That ball whipped across the front. Ward almost giving the ball straight to Abdelmalek. You can hear the Gateshead fans. That long trip has not dampened their spirit. 3. Richardson with a nice touchdown. Desbois out to John, and you can see actually something's hanging off the ball. I think one of the panels is broken. I'm not entirely sure we've got another one. That may well be the third ball we've gone through to make any kind of inroads. Ayinde given chase. Offside for Good. Has not really had that much to do apart from catching a few long balls and a few crosses from corners of the day so far. Billy Chadwick coming on then for Boreham Wood. Did everything they needed to. Gateshead attempting not the impossible, but in a exercise because it satisfies the slightly nerdy side of me. It was just while we were waiting for Boreham Wood. That's just how long they had to try and keep the clean sheet. That's what they're aiming for now. Amanchi. The fizzers come off. Ayinde moving into that centre position. They've taken that sort of creativity off on the right, that spark from the right. I suppose he hit. All said and done, Lewis Richardson will be slightly disappointed not to make it 4 at the end.